national attention for changing the name of several women's athletics teams. The school announced women's basketball would be the only sport to retain the Lady Vols name. All other female sports will join the men's teams under the name Vols. USA Today writer Christine Brennan wrote a column voicing support for the decision and also saying that she thinks the women's basketball team should drop the name Lady Vols. I am joined now by Christine Brennan via Skype and also two former Lady Vols soccer players, Cameron Broom and Sarah Van Sickle. Thanks for joining us, guys, and thanks for joining us, Christine, there in Washington, D.C. Christine, I'll throw the first question to you. You say women's basketball should also drop the moniker Lady Vols. Why?
I think it's the 21st century, and the term lady, while I totally respect what it means to people in Tennessee and Pat Summit, I get that, and I applaud Pat Summit, and I thank her forever for all she's done for women and girls in sports, as well as so many other women in Tennessee and around the country. But it's time. That word lady is seen as something less than the whole. Why do you need an adjective anymore? Wouldn't call for your guests, if they're doctors or lawyers or businesswomen, we wouldn't call them a lady businesswoman or a lady doctor or a lady lawyer. That just sounds awful. It would be sexist. It would be demeaning. And that's my take as a national point of view, with total respect for what's going on locally there, that it's time. It's past time to make sure that we are not labeling women's and girls' sports in any way different than men's and boys.
Okay, Christina, I'll turn to Cameron and Sarah now. And Cameron, I'll start with you. You all didn't play basketball at UT, but you played soccer, and you were known as the Lady Vols. What was your initial reaction to the dropping of Lady Vols in all other women's sports besides basketball?
Well, my argument is not that we're just dropping the term lady, and I think it's unfortunate that people are attaching lady to the main issue in this. It's the whole brand. It's the Lady Vol logo. It's all that encompasses what that program was, and that starts with the division of the two athletic departments. That's where we pioneered creating an environment for women to thrive and to pursue excellence and to be community leaders, and I think that's what we're so upset about. It has less to do with us being called ladies or what you're trying to say about calling women lady doctors and lady politicians and things like that, and more to do with the fact that it was an environment for us to grow as women, to have other women come behind us, support us, and for us to be at the top of an athletic department. Now what you're doing by removing that is you're shuffling us into the men's department, and not only do we lose ground in across the nation as our brand, but we're shuffled to the back in our own athletic department. The soccer team is now removed below all of the other men's programs, and we're not going to have that same attention that we had brought to us before under the Lady Vol name.
Okay, Christine, I'll throw it back out to you in your column, which you can read on WBIR.com. You do mention that I believe that it shouldn't have anything to do with branding. Is that correct?
Yes, and I, again, respect Cameron completely, and I would have wished I had seen you play, Cameron, because I can tell you are a wonderful competitive person and very proud of Tennessee, as you should be. My thought is here. There's so many teams that have had to change their names over the years or done different things. Miami of Ohio, they changed the name from the R word that the Washington NFL team is known as to Red Hawks. It doesn't take for a moment anything away from the grand traditions that, in that case, the cradle of coaches for those who follow college football. That's what Miami of Ohio is and will always be. I totally understand the notion that now that your second fiddle, that theme, because women's sports still do not get the same attention as men's. But my sense is tennis is going to be watched. The entire Vols Auditorium is going to be watched now very closely. And there's something, as you well know, called Title IX that mandates that there can be no shenanigans. And I'm going to guess that the support will still be there. Fans will come out like crazy and still watch you the same way they were before. And I hope that's the case. And I want to know, personally, as USA Today columnist, if that's not occurring and if the law is being broken in some way.
Okay, Christine, I'll turn to Sarah now. Dave Hart, the athletics director of Tennessee, told us this week that he had the support of the women's programs, of the teams and the coaches. But you look on social media, former Lady Vols and all sports really didn't feel that way. Do you think the support was there, or at least as much as the university is claiming?
I absolutely don't. And I think that if you even search the hashtag Bring Back Lady Vols, then you'll see an overwhelming amount of posts. You'll see so many Facebook posts of people changing their profile picture to the Lady Vols logo. There's just an entire movement and an uproar of women, and I'm talking any type of woman, who's saying that this change that's happening is stripping us not of our identity, and this is the one thing I would challenge you, Christine, on in your viewpoints, is that instead of viewing lady as an antiquated term, I would challenge you to see that the University of Tennessee, by having the Lady Balls department, hasn't just, we don't think of a lady as a frail woman knitting in a chair. Our definition of lady, when I came to UT and I played soccer, everything changed, everything. So a lady, the entire definition has evolved. Rather than being antiquated, it's an evolution of what a lady is, and we're proud to be women, proud to be ladies in this sport. And what I learned at UT is that our definition of a lady is sweating until you can't sweat anymore. It's giving every last bit of every little bit of our heart onto the field. It's excelling in the classroom, outside of the classroom. Being a lady ball means absolutely laying your body on the line. So if there's anything I've learned at UT, it's that heart and love and family is so deeply rooted. I think that's why so many people are so upset about lady balls, that era ending, because at Tennessee, in the land of lady balls, in the land of the Pat Summits and the Joan Cronins and the Tamika Holtzclaw, like in that land, being a lady means something so much fiercer than anything that our society deems the definition of a lady. The entire connotation's changed.
Christine, I'll give you the final thought. We've got about 30 seconds left if you want to respond to that or mention anything else that you wanted to get across.
Well, and I respect both of your guests very much. I really do. And Sarah, you've got great points. I would just say that most of the nation obviously has gone this way. There are very few lady anything programs left. I think that's a wonderful message for those girls playing sports, to get rid of that. You are equal to the boys. You don't need an adjective. You don't need anything that diminishes what you do or makes it less than the whole. To add an adjective, to me, my point of view is that it's just as if it's something not a stepchild maybe of the men's program. I know you disagree, and I respect that. But the good news is that this is happening around the country. Now you have joined the rest of the nation, except for a few holdouts, in the sense that we don't need the term lady anymore.
All right, Christine Brennan from USA Today joining us from Washington, D.C., and thank you, Cameron Broom and Sarah Van Sickle, for joining us as well. We'll be right back.
Thank you.